Good morning. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, bringing you the reading for Pisces. Now, Pisces, you guys are the first in line. However, I will say that there's two stones that I picked out for you, and it's very interesting that I picked these ones out. The first one that came out was the laboradite, and I'm not sure if you could see the laboradite, but it has a pretty nice little sheen to it. So it's kind of like colorful. It's kind of like a rainbow color. You get like golden colors, and you get like all sorts of different cool colors out of it. Now, this laboradite is all about awakening the innate magical abilities within you. Now, when I look at that stone and I think about its connection to intuition and its ability to see things for what they really are, I very much feel like a very big aspect of what's going on in today's world has to focus a lot on you. So the second thing that popped out was this rose quartz. Now, this rose quartz, it's the stone of love and compassion. It's a stone that helps you to connect with your heart chakra, and it's very much a stone that helps to impart some type of emotional wisdom. So I very much feel that the way that this reading is going to play out has to deal with emotional wisdom, but it has to deal with you perhaps going for a certain goal or going for a certain thing that maybe you have in your mind. And of course, I very much feel that you guys are on a path of sharing spiritual knowledge, but you guys are on a path of digging deeper than maybe you've ever dug before, and really finding out the truth that you have to find there. It's kind of like a last-ditch effort to find the beauty of, what's deep inside, but it's also it's like the last effort of really digging into yourself spiritually. Even though you might not feel like you have the energy completely for it, you're still going to try to attempt it anyways to find that last bit of truth. So let's see what your reading is about, and we'll go ahead and see what this is all about. Okay, so it's about being serious. I very much feel that a lot of people have been taking you for granted, Pisces, and I very much feel that a lot of different people have brought your passion down, right? It's brought your fire down. They probably have made fun of you, and of course, we're talking about the quarter moon here, so I very much feel that this energy is current. Right now, we have a waning, I believe, gibbous moon, if I'm not mistaken. A waxing gibbous moon, something like that. And so we're in that first quarter stage, and this very much feels like the energy of the first quarter stage. You have the energy of the sun in Aries conjunct with the energy of Venus, which is in the sign of Pisces right now. So it's the spiritual and the physical energies that are balancing themselves out. I very much feel that people are going to see that innate magical ability that you have through you being serious about what it is that you're passionate about. Now, this is what's going to be shown through emotion. So when we think about emotion, when we think about the moon and the water element, this very much is the energy that's in trine between the energy of Mercury in Pisces and what's going to be the energy of the moon in Cancer. We talked about that Cancerian energy for the collective. I very much feel that you guys are going to be connecting with that Cancerian energy quite a bit. And maybe it's necessary for you guys to share that knowledge that you find with the world. Whatever that knowledge is about caring and compassion, right? We were talking about compassion, and this is actually a stone that's connected to compassion. So let's see what else we get, and let's see what else we have to draw. All right, so the energy of the hawk. I very much feel that, like as we were explaining with the higher spiritual knowledge, this is a higher perspective that you're looking at things from, and I very much feel that you guys are coming from the space of Mercury and the mind and thought processes and air type related things. I very much feel that some of you guys have been seeing some type of bird in your dreams. Maybe it's a hawk, maybe it's an eagle, maybe it's some other type of bird. But I very much feel that you guys have, it's very necessary for you guys to show compassion at this time. As much as you guys might not feel like doing so, there is a necessary need to show compassion because that's what's going to open up your third eye. And that's also what's going to allow you to, tune in to the various different things that you can find written between the lines. And it'll also help you to blend in with everything that's going on right now in terms of like, who might be an enemy to you. I don't know why blending or camouflaging seems to be a word that comes to mind. And I very much feel that as you trust your intuition, you can move among groups that maybe don't exactly know what you're up to. And these are things that can cause changes within your life in a positive manner. So the pattern of a zebra also is meant to protect them in terms of being in a herd. So I feel like following some of the same guidelines as maybe some of the groups that you're in will help you to move around those groups without really making too much of a fuss or a stir. And this is what's going to help you to make those changes necessary. Go ahead and shuffle these cards again. My little doggers went back to sleepers. I'll be there soon. Okay, so let's see what we draw. All right, so I very much feel that you, for a moment in time, may have been telling yourself that you couldn't, right? You were telling yourself, no, I can't. And of course, with this number being 41, 14, if you flip it upside down, this is a thought process that you've been battling with for quite a while. I feel like very much nowadays, you're starting to focus on your dreams again, right? Your passions, your whatever it was that you've been wanting to do for a little while now that you've held deep within you. And I have the Retriever is here to tell you, you need to stop telling yourself that you can't now, which I very much feel that you guys are telling yourself now. It's basically, I feel like it's a period of time where you guys have been getting serious. And so with that, I am going to go ahead and keep drawing. As I mentioned, this is not a surprise to you, so I very much feel that this is what's going to help you to reach completion. This stability is going to move itself into your everyday life, and as it moves into your everyday life, it's going to cause a lot more stability to manifest itself. I feel like you guys are very goal-driven right now, and I very much feel that there's really no necessary need to pay attention to the tune of the universe because you guys are very much in line with it. And of course, we talk about courage. We talk about the energy of Uranus and Taurus. This energy is signified by the number 8, the singer of courage. And of course, the 8 also connects to the strength card in the Rider Tarot weight. So I would not at all be surprised if that energy came out in this reading, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I very much feel that this is something that's going to be happening for sure on a daily level. And as you move through things in your life, just trust your intuition to help you make those choices and decisions that you know you need to make. Yep, have faith. Stick to a plan. Stick to your beliefs and your value patterns, and stick to your belief patterns, and also have faith, right? Because the Hierophant is the spiritual leader, basically. And whatever values you hold yourself true, or you hold true to your own beliefs, those are the values that are going to help you to achieve your dreams. They're also going to be the values that keep you going, especially when you want to quit. And also, they're going to help you through those changes that take place. Oh, okay. So, I feel like what's drawn you to not be surprised of all of the different changes that are going on is the fact that there's been a lot of different there's been a lot of restlessness on your mind. However, I very much feel that these thought processes or something, whatever it was that you were experiencing before that led you to feel restless, right? I very much feel that you're over those issues, and there's just one central issue that's really on your mind, and you're not surprised about that, but I very much feel that you are going to be getting over that issue fairly soon. Just have courage, Pisces. And of course, with the 4, we're talking about stability. Your stability is going to come from you following your dreams and from following your intuition as you go about reaching those dreams. Yeah, there's a necessary need to have temperance and transmute whatever negative energy is in your path, right? We talk about paths, and this is a path that you're headed towards in terms of happiness. It requires for you to walk whatever it is that you've talked before, and that's what's going to help you to balance energy that's in your collective conscious, or whatever it is that you're digging deep for, and whatever you bring up to the surface and you manifest within your reality. Now, anytime I see these red wings, I always think courage, right? We look at the 2 of Cups, and it has that lion's head with the wings. This is somewhat similar in that sense, except with this card, it's telling you to focus on your knowledge and the knowledge that you get from your third eye. And right at the bottom is the Queen of Swords. So there's a necessary need for you to connect to other people. And when you connect to other people, make sure that they understand that you're trying to connect with them on an intellectual level and possibly even on a spiritual level. We already know that you're going to be receiving messages. You know, the bird is the word, right? And so make sure that whatever these messages are that come in, that you pay attention to them when you view things from that higher perspective, which I know you're already doing. All right, time to roll the die. All right, Aries energy, yes. So focus in on expressing who you are, even if that's even if that feels like a weird spiritual type of way. Express yourself. I know this is probably something that's been an issue on your mind. Maybe it's been that central issue. But I very much feel that as you do that and you follow that, with courage being your main driver, right? Then what ends up happening is not only are you able to come to a new awareness of a lot of different things, but you're also able to express yourself as freely as you need to be, because we find a lot of times that Pisces isn't really able to express themselves as readily as they would like. And at the same time, you know, while you're paying attention to these details and making yourself making yourself more courageous, and actually paying attention to those dreams that maybe you've forgotten of, what ends up happening is that you stay true to your values, which is what the Tauran energy is about. And if we think about Tauran energy, you know, we have to go back to Uranus and Taurus, and how that in some way, shape, or form will give you courage. And just standing by your values and seeing how people see you stand by your values will bring more people in to help you, to guide you, and to make sure that whatever it is that you're trying to engage in as far as an endeavor goes, as well as how it conforms to the majority of those who are supporting you, then you'll find out, hey, you know what? I really do have the courage. I really do have the strength. All right, Mercury. Yes, focus in on the thought process. Make sure that whatever your thought process is not what's causing you to be restless. Now, with the Sun and Neptune, it's very important to it's very important to know that there are going to be things that are going to seem misleading to you, Pisces. However, as you focus in on your expression is going to bring a lot of truths to you, especially with the sun coming into Aries and it's right about to pass Chiron. Your expression and how you express yourself, not just consciously but subconsciously, right? Your subconscious programs are going to reveal a lot of different things, and that is what's going to help you to rule and to make decisions, whether it's ruling over the family, whether it's ruling over friends, whether it's ruling over maybe a court or something like that. For those of you who are involved in court, this is what's going to help you to remain true. And when we think about the Queen of Swords, she cuts through the bullshit. She cuts through the bullshit and she knows exactly what's going on. She's very, very wise. She's very, very smart. And of course, if you take a look at her stone chair, she doesn't seem very comfortable. So she's there for a certain purpose and for a certain purpose only, which is to spread truth and which is to say what needs to be said. And of course, how people take it, well, who knows? Let them take it how they will. All right, so 11. We know that 11 deals with intuition, so make sure to follow your intuition. 12 is that as you do that in a big way, what ends up happening is that you start to understand what this communication is from the universe, and you start to spread that communication with others, which is exactly what we are talking about in terms of Mercury in Pisces, as well as Mars and the North Node in Gemini. And you have Mars over here, which got knocked over when we were looking at the numbers. Main importance is be true to yourself, follow your own values. As you follow your own values, what's going to end up happening is you're going to start to organize yourself, like I was talking about in the collective, and the best and what's left is a congratulations from the universe and analysis on how you can make things better. So with that, thank you, Pisces, for being here. I hope this reading helped you to understand what the next stages are in your life. Hopefully it's there to give you confirmation of maybe some things that you weren't sure about. Make sure that wherever you're headed in is the right direction. And I pretty much feel like it is. The main points being show more compassion, show more love, allow your innate magical abilities to show, and just have courage and know that the universe is guiding you down the path that you need to go. So with that, I'll go ahead and leave you, Pisces. I hope you like this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you go ahead and like it, because the YouTube algorithm will be forced to show it to more people. And that way more people get to see this video and get the information that they need. For those of you who want personal readings, go ahead and message me or go ahead and comment on this video below. And I will go ahead and see that video or see that comment and respond to it in kind. So thank you for being here. And this is David with Tarot and Astrology signing off.